Welcome back to Info Moto, Adelaide, or Radelaide as we call it. Full suit's a bit incongruous, but that's because we're hard charging towards the Tail and Bend racetrack for some serious laps on the Triumph Street Triple RS. Come along.
Why does there have to be rain? Bloody hell. So we got the new Street Triple RS. We don't have the base R model, and the Street Triple S, the Lambs approved bike, is discontinued. We also don't have the limited edition Moto2 version, but this is the one I'm really interested in. I think the RS is the one that people want. We got the lovely suspension and a bit of an up-spec all around the bike. So very excited to be riding this thing even in the rain. I love middleweight naked sports bikes, they're my jam. Things like the MT09, the Scalpel, of course KTM's 890 Duke I'm referring to. But you could make a really strong case that the Street Triple is one of the better, if not the best, in this class as an all-round package. What I consider to be a really good compromise between performance and usability. So I won't bore you to death in this slow speed rain stuff, but we're on the Street Triple RS. We're going to the racetrack. I'll keep you posted for the exciting stuff. Bit dicey out there, Lee, what do you reckon? Bit sketchy. These days I'm glad to have traction control, I have to say. Rain mode engage. Looks like it's clearing up though. Onward. We're drying out. It's a beautifully pointed motorcycle, this. Lovely on the throttle, that is one thing that's new for this year. The gearing's changed. It pulls all the way through, but it fuels nicely. It's not abrupt, it's not harsh. And the real exciting thing is the chassis. It's so playful and it's light at the bars without being really nosy like some sporties can be. Doesn't feel like you're fighting it all the time. It just rolls with the punches. A little bit more muted at the exhaust with Euro 5 and everything, but you still get that triple cylinder rasp. I don't think there's much that sounds better than a triple at noise. Be a bit naughty. Viva la revolution! This bike is beautifully set up on these islands. Really is a pleasure to throw into a corner. And the Brimbos are lovely too. When you know you can push the front end a little bit into a corner, and you know that you've got that great braking power, it just gives you so much more confidence. Power's power, but you know, it's nothing without a really nice chassis and good proper stoppers. This thing's great, man. A real canyon carver, mountain machine. I love the way it turns in. And I love the way the power surges on. Sort of rolls into this crescendo.
Just jumping on the ferry over to Tail and Bend. We just had a pretty good hour. I can't show you any of that or else risk 100 years in jail.
How's your neck?
What do you reckon, boys?
That was grouse. You found out what the speed limit was.
That was mischievous, wasn't it?
It's fine.
There he is. We made it. The Bend. Some of the cars. Oh my God, man. Gully. I've been dying to come to the Bend since they opened it. It's like 2018 or something. I've never been here, but it's basically a rev head's paradise. The main attraction, they've got a 7.7 kilometre circuit. That's almost as big as the ring. I think it is the second longest circuit in the world behind the moving. They've got everything. They've got like a drift track, 4x4 track, rally tracks, like the works. So we're staying on the racetrack, out at your window in the hotel. You can just watch the cars fly by. It's just like, as I say, rev head paradise. So a great ride today on the Street Triple RS, but tomorrow we're unleashing it at the Bend.
Your face a mess, your fists are blessed, the fight's a test, you've done your best. Nowadays, change me ways, bit of dust up and I'm still not phased. Bit of old-fashioned archie-bocce. Bit of old-fashioned archie-bocce. Bit of old-fashioned archie-bocce.
The Bend. Here we are. We're off the main track and on the eastern circuit, as you can see over here. Pretty complicated little thing. We start here, lots of corners. This was 22 corners or something. Yeah, 22 corners, real tight. They reckon about 4th gear maximum, but really perfect for the bike we're on. I mean, Street Triple, you know, it's all about the corners, it's all about the technical stuff. Here she is. So we've only got the RS, which is quite a bit up-spec compared to the standard R. We got Diablo Supercorsa tyres, which should be pretty hot out here. Got the big Brembo style lemmas, of course. Showa big piston forks are a standard, but we get a nice little Ohlins rear unit. And we make a bit more power, which is always exciting. So, enough fucking around, I reckon. Put it in a track mode, and away we go. Bit of a lap going now. Main spit straight. Jeez, it's complicated, this track, you'll see. I'm so impressed with this motorbike. It's just exactly what you want to be on at this track. Playful, and the power comes on in just the right spots. We've got new Brembo style Emma brakes this year, and I really feel like they've made a difference, because not only the stopping power, but the feel at the lever is just really, really nice. Braking is one of the scarier aspects of motorcycling. Hard braking takes a bit of balls, but
when you got stoppers that feel the same every time and give you that feedback, or it takes a lot of the fear away. Hard on the brakes now. This corner's beautifully on camber. Can really lay that front end in. Blind crest into this chicane. I'm starting to learn it. It's about my 10th lap, I reckon. Here's another blind crest. Does it go left? Does it go right? Goes left. Big uphill on the gas hard. And then hard on the brakes into the tightest corner of the track. Real tight one there. And back on the pit straight. Gear shift early. Back on the brakes. Really wide apex there. I'm starting to learn that. This one tightens right up on you. Up down quick shifter, of course, standard on the Street Triple range. Triumph does some of the best quick shifters in the business. No exception here. Get it nice and low for the camera. Hard on the gas here. This is a fast corner if you're brave enough, but then you got to get right back on. Downshift. It's about 4 corners in one. Leave it nice and late. Keep the momentum. Then back on the gas hard over this crest. Big braking zone. Went really early there. That beautiful corner again. Oh, flip her over. Ah. Boss it around. Blind into a big left. Hard on the gas. Lots of brakes. And that'll do me. Whew.
You probably know Cliff, he's the brains behind our Triumph Speed Twin Super Build, but he's also the technical manager at Triumph. So I wanted to grab you just to talk about what's actually changed here. We've ridden the bike, we know it's faster, we know it's a bit sharper, but what's Triumph actually done?
Okay, what they've actually done is made a lot of ergonomic changes in the bike as well. So we'll start with the chassis. In the chassis, the ergonomic chassis, they've changed the rake in the bike. They've changed the setup of the chassis itself and the swing arm pivot and all that as well. So a lot of ergonomic changes there.
What's the idea behind that? How does that change
So
the
what
bike?
you get is you got the steeper rake, so the front end down,
Yep.
more, and then the ass of it up, you know, which makes it a more dynamic, more, you know, sharpness, turns sharper, handles better, all that, you know. So, and still kept the stability of it.
Yeah.
And that's the main thing, you know.
So we've got about 6% more grunt too, so it's internal engine changes.
Internal engine changes. So they've changed a lot of things. There's a lot of new parts, and all the way to the crank, the rods, the pistons, the combustion chamber shape, the camshafts, and everything like that. So everything's changed.
It's quite substantial.
Yeah, 130 PS, which is 7 more PS than than the previous model, and 6 pounds more torque. So the most torque ever in a straight triple ever, 80 Newton meters of torque.
Yeah.
You know, so best they've ever had with it. So when you ride the bike, as you know, you've been out there, you've been doing laps, and the mid-range grunt is just phenomenal. And then it still goes on top and does everything right.
So this 765 engine is kind of famous now. It powers all the Moto2 category. You were saying last night at dinner that actually some of the learnings from the Moto2 involvement
100%.
have made their way into this bike.
100%. Everything that you see and the changes they have made are from the things that we've learned from the Moto2 campaign. You know, the Moto2 development and all that sort of stuff. It's the Moto2 engine, as you know, been the choice of Moto2 engines for all the manufacturers for 3 years now.
3 years, yeah.
3 years now. And the reliability has been fantastic.
Yeah.
So they pushed
They
those
don't
engines.
seem to blow up, do they?
No, they push those engines up to a level of performance that makes them acceptable for a race bike. So they brought that back to the street bike and got that level of performance, not that level of performance, but coastal level of performance with reliability and everything else as well. It's a fantastic bike, fantastic to ride. Also lighter wheels, that makes it a little more nimble. They've changed, you know, the body work is sharper, the tail section has been redesigned and in the back is wider and then up top.
Yeah, there's sort of some aero.
Yeah, I
the
put the
tail.
arrows in there, but everybody's got to have winglets these days.
Yeah.
You know, so
Right.
yeah, so but you know, the changes they make or have all been purpose. They put the style rim ball brakes on it. The wheels are lighter. Just little increments all over the bike. And
Sharper,
just, sharper, faster, lighter.
Yeah.
You know.
What's next?
Yeah. 800cc.
That's a scoop, folks.
Yeah, but no, it's a lovely bike. They do have, as you know, coming the R model, the Moto2 inspired R model, which is steeper rake yet, and it's got all-in suspension, and, you know, and all that sort of thing. We don't have
That
one
thing
of those.
must be really sharp.
Yeah,
Sold out though.
Yeah, sold out. Well, we'll see what happens. We'll see if we get some more.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, so that's even a step up again yet, you know. So mountain power, same engine.
Yeah.
So the power and all that is exactly the same, but the ergonomics of the chassis is even more dynamic and more sharp and more better turning and all that as well. So
Well, I really appreciate your insight as always,
yeah,
Cliff.
as always, good to see
Good
you,
on you,
Fitz.
mate.
Yep. Enjoy the rest of the day.
Will do.
Smoke 'em if you got 'em, Lukey.
Well, that wraps up a pretty grouse couple of days on the Triumph Street Triple RS. So I'll be keen to jump on the base R model when it launches in a couple of weeks. Look, you can't go wrong with the Street Triple. It's been around since 2007. It's evolved, it's gotten sharper, it's gotten faster, but the root of what it is really hasn't gone away. It's just such a fun, blasty little thing. Great on the road, great on the track. So let me know what you think. The go-to middleweight naked sports bike? I think maybe.
Alive!